What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. It's an early morning today. In fact, I'm honestly even running an hour later than I wanted to. But today is the day that we are going to go get seats for the Z. So this is going to be about a 2-hour trip each way. We're going to pick up the seats and I'm going to show you guys what seats I choose when we get there. So let's cue the montage of driving up to the LA. So after about a 2-hour, 10-minute drive, which was kind of painful, we are now at Cipher Auto in El Monte, California. So let's go check out what kind of seats they have. I kind of already have a seat in mind that I want, and I'll explain to you after I choose out which seat I want why I decided to go with Cipher. So let's go and check out what they got. Not sure if you guys can see, but I actually have the seats in the back of the car now, as well as the sliders and the handles. I don't have the mounting brackets just yet. They're being shipped to me. Hopefully they'll be in my house within the next 10 to 12 days, so I can wait that long. It's not a big deal. But I wanted to come up here specifically to try out the seats, because the problem with a lot of these places is they don't have like any way to test them without ordering them, and then every place I called, if I want to return the seats, I have to pay an even like $100 extra to even get the sheets. The seats shipped back to the companies. So this place was one of the closest ones. It was like a 2-hour drive, so not too bad, and I got to choose the seat that I wanted, and which is nice. So that's always a perk, being able to try out the seats before you buy them, because with me, especially being so torso tall, I needed a seat that would fit properly, and it turns out the one that I was going to order that would have been shipped to me wouldn't have fit very well. So I'm glad that I got to come here and take measurements, measure myself. I did that at home, trying to, pull up their measurements for the seats, but some of the measurements they didn't have listed onto the website, and so it was nice to actually be able to try out a bunch of different seats, as you've seen in the clips of all the seats that they have. So now we get to make another 2-hour drive home, and once we get home, I'll show you the seats. So let's go back down south. All right, now we are back in San Diego. We're actually at my parents' house. We're storing the seats inside for now, because like I said, the mounting brackets won't be here for about 2 weeks. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the seats now, so it's not like a mystery or a clickbait title. Let's go ahead and take a look at them right now. So this is the driver's side seats. The passenger one is still in a bag back there, but that's all good. Obviously, they're both the same seat, so just looking at one, you get the concept of how it looks. So it has a Cipher Auto symbol right there with white stitching down the sides. Now I went ahead and got the cloth seats instead of the leather, for reasons of being that these are more grippy. So if you do take a turn a little hard, you won't really slide in the seat, and they're really low profile right there. So after all the measuring and calculating, these seats should drop me about 2.5–3 inches inside the car. Now the good news with that drop is that I will be able to get a helmet on and be able to drive the car at an autocross event or a drag race. Now the reason why I need that is because you might think, oh, you have a T-top, just take the T-top off. That's not how it works. The rules state that your head has to be below roof height, because if you roll the car like that with your head sticking out on the helmet, it's gonna crush it and it's gonna snap your neck. So it's a safety precaution, and also for me, it's comfort wise, as I wanted a little more headroom, because if I were to hit the smallest bump, my head just bounces off the T-top, and if I hit it hard enough, I might actually break it, and I don't want to break my head or the T-top. That's just more expenses we have to pay for. So all in all, these seats better. We also got that nice carbon fiber look going on in the back right here. Now I just want to go ahead and get this out of the way while I have a zebra looking at me and an elephant and another elephant back here. that I am fully aware that these seats are not Bride, they're not Recaro, they're not all like Corbeau. Actually, I think that these are probably comparable to Corbeau, but all the major racing seat companies. And yes, I agree that these might not be as good, but for the price, I think that per dollar they're better. And don't forget, if you are going with Bride or Sparco or anything like that, you're paying mostly for the brand. And I'm not saying that the eBay seats are just as good, because that's completely false and we all know that. But this seat, while it may not be a full racing seat, you know, it does recline, you know, it's not stationary, and you can't pass tech if you were to go drifting in this seat or, you know, hardcore racing. You guys get the picture. These are perfectly fine for drag racing, autocross, and all that good stuff, which is good because I'm not looking to make this car a track car. It's gonna be, you know, a comfort weekend warrior, cruise down by the beach, you know, car like that. I don't need to spend thousands of dollars on Bride or Sparco seats when I'm not going to use them for what they're intended for. So these are the Cipher Auto 2000 series, the 2009 R to be exact. I'll put a link down below to these exact seats if you want to see the measurements and see if you possibly would want to pick some up. The cost of them from Cipher is $7.99 for a set of 2. And then on top of that, I'm not sure if you guys' car uses a mounting bracket or not, but you might need to pick one up. They have them for sale on the website as well, and these all come together. But the only thing is that when you order the mounting brackets, is they do have to make them, so it's gonna take a couple weeks for them to be sent to you. So just keep that in mind, guys. It's not something you can just get overnight and then have installed, unless, you know, you order it all together and they all come in one package. But either way, it's gonna take a couple weeks to get to you. That's where I'm gonna end this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm gonna go home now and I'm going to sleep, because who would have thought that driving 5 hours takes a lot out of you? Sitting, listening to music takes a lot of energy. All right, guys, take care.